Only a point clear of Manchester United, who after that win today have moved up into fifth. Chelsea's 2-0 win at home to Brentford has taken them up into sixth, and they find themselves just the 2 points off the top four at the moment. Brentford knocked down into seventh after that first defeat in their last 7 games. And Sunderland continue to be absolutely brilliant this season. They're unbeaten in the league at the Stadium of Light. A 2-1 win today at home to Crystal Palace, and that takes them up a couple of places from 10th into 8th.
Of the end result, you'll be disappointed, but there will be lots of mixed feelings, I imagine, from today.
No, my main feeling is disappointment, because in football it's always about the result, and it's not for the first time after a game that players, fans are disappointed. I think it was different today in a sense that we even had more ball possession than we usually have, and we created much more chances than we usually do with that ball possession. So that's probably what you mean with that there are also positives to take. But in the end, Burnley at home, with all the respect to them, but promoted side, we should be better. We should create more chances than them, but we should also win the game if you are Liverpool. It
seemed so much more balanced than, there was a point in the game where the crowd was singing about the Liverpool way. Such was the appreciation of how you'd gone at it. It felt a bit different today, the performance here.
No, definitely. I think in the beginning of the season, when we started losing games, there were a lot of games where we created quite a lot of chances, but we conceded a lot as well. Then there was a period of time where we did not create as much anymore, but hardly conceded a chance, and that's in the run we're in now. That's why we haven't lost for a long time. And today I think we had a good combination of hardly conceding a chance and creating a lot, but still not able to win, and that is a frustration for everyone involved with Liverpool.
And just finally, those fine margins, you've spoken about them a lot, haven't you, this season? It's how to change them. It's the $1 million question in many ways, isn't it? Is it a matter of luck? Is it just grit and determination that gets you out of that situation?
If it goes on, as long as it goes on with us, because I don't think we've stolen any point this season, and so many times we've been on the wrong side of the score when it comes to performances. So then at some point you can argue if it's luck or bad luck, but again, players try to do everything till the end. We try to make offensive substitutions as well, and that's the way you try to force your luck. And in the end of the game, we were a few times very close, but close is not enough.
And 32 shots Liverpool had, 11 of them on target. That's the most of any Premier League game this season. And yet, with a missed penalty in there as well, they couldn't get all 3 points against the team second from bottom, Michael.
Yeah, look at those numbers. It's depressing viewing for Liverpool because, listen, they weren't brilliant today, but they're certainly good enough to win a game, but they're just not ruthless at the moment. Haven't been for some time now, most of the season, in fact. You never feel totally safe when they're 1 goal ahead. And despite, their XG of nearly 3 goals there and Burnley hardly getting a chance, they walk away having dropped 2 points. So deeply frustrated. They need to start finding good performances again, rather like what we spoke about earlier with Manchester United. Results, yes, are important. Yes, they need to get into the Champions League, but they could do with starting to play really well again, make Anfield a real tough place to come. At the moment, too many teams are going there thinking, we've got a chance here. Even if we go 1-0 behind, they'll give us a chance. And Liverpool invariably do.
As I say, they missed a penalty in that first half, but they led at the break, all was going swimmingly. As a defender, Hugo Ekitike is not somebody you particularly want to come up against, because he was at the heart of this goal, Julian.
Yeah, standing work from him, tenacious, determined, and then skill and quality, and a bit of composure at the end as well, just to roll it and to get something on target. And then picked up by Curtis Jones, but the finish, exceptional. Doesn't have much of the goal to shoot from, but yeah, Ekitike is probably the most consistent performer for Liverpool throughout the season. They have missed him when he's been out, but yeah, Wirtz is slightly finding a bit of form now.
Yeah, it's a lovely touch, isn't it, from Wirtz there, inside the box. It's the one area where he can take it into that's not going to get him tackled by a defender, but it actually gives him options. Once he pulls it onto his right foot here, outside of his foot, now he's got options. And I think going to the far post with so many bodies in the way, so he almost just wraps his foot round, shapes to go one way and pulls it into the top corner. It was a lovely finish.
And that was their half-time lead, but for a team like Burnley, who've got 3 points in the previous 36, as Michael says, Peter, these sides are having belief now at Anfield that they can go and get something, and they did.
They had the opportunity to go in at half-time only 1-0 down. They came out really firing in all cylinders. And you can start talking about the way Liverpool defence are playing this season, and there are too many mistakes. Sometimes it's too easy. We discussed a little bit about Alisson and this one here from the shot from Marcus Edwards. Should he have saved that? I think it's a fantastic finish. It's powerful. It's perfectly exactly where it's supposed to be. Maybe if he stuck his foot out, would have saved that. But I mean, at the end of the day, they deserve that. I don't think the goalkeeper can say that. And at some point during that second half, I actually thought that Burnley was going to win this game because they kind of looked more likely scoring on counter-attacks. They looked really comfortable defending. And I mean, the stats are saying something else, 31 goals and shot on target. But they looked comfortable. Liverpool kind of didn't look like scoring again. I mean, it's funny because we've been talking about since the start of the season, they have to sort of become Liverpool players and perform like Liverpool players. And the two players that were always singled out was Wirtz and Ekitike. Ekitike started well, still playing well. Wirtz playing really well now. Really well. But somebody else is not playing well, so it's not kind of working.
But they can't play in defence, unfortunately,
no.
can they? Because
well, exactly.
They are
That's
too
the funny
susceptible,
thing.
aren't they?
That's the funny thing. Everybody at the start was, and me included, when you're trying to search for a reason why aren't Liverpool at the levels they were last season, everybody said, oh, lots of changes, lots. But actually, their best couple of players today were possibly Wirtz and Ekitike. Ekitike has been a star signing. In fact, I thought Kirk has played one of his better games today as well. So those three players have come in and actually done OK. Defensive, they've looked really, really shaky. Konate, in the main this season, has been quite shaky. And they need to get back to the levels of last season. And that's a good thing about Liverpool. You know that these players, when on form, you know, they ran away with the league last season, absolutely waltzed it. So they are capable. They just got to rediscover it, which is probably easier than questioning whether they're good enough. These players are good enough. They just need to rediscover their form.
Just on the Burnley chances, actually the biggest chance in the game was Konate, nearly put in pass. Alisson, and that is one of the things that's been going on for quite a while. It's something they absolutely need to sort out because they're giving too many goals away. And if you're not scoring, we're still 1-0 up at Anfield. You know, keeping a clean sheet is giving you the 3 points. So they need to sort that out. And they kind of look, I don't know what's going on there. Everything looks out of sync between Konate and Van Dijk. I don't know what it is. You're the expert.
But you're enjoying it.
No, I'm not. I'm not enjoying it. I'm not like
he's
that.
the expert defender.
I'm enjoying
I'm
what
here to
happened
talk
earlier
about
on
goals.
today. Very much so, you know.
Yeah, no disrespect, but the Liverpool fans have probably heard enough from a Manchester United legend on there. What about Liverpool's harder defence, very quickly? What's the issue here?
Just inconsistencies, yeah. Looking at that goal there, and I think Konate could move across, make it more difficult to get a shot off initially. But, yeah, there's just no... they're not having much luck. It looks like low on confidence, and we speak from that point of view in regards to when you are low on confidence, you are a bit more tentative in your positioning, you don't feel as quick, as strong, so you want to be safe in your positioning. So, yeah, he's probably trying to resist going a little bit wider to expose himself. And Van Dijk's the same. It's not just Konate. They're playing as a partnership and they don't seem to be in sync as much. They always seem to be isolated. And
This was one of those games where Arne Slot sounded frustrated, but also almost resigned to the pattern we're seeing with Liverpool right now. Slot was very clear. Yes, Liverpool dominated the ball more than usual, and yes, they actually created more chances than in recent games, but that's exactly what makes this result sting. At home, against a promoted side, Liverpool have to win. Slot basically admitted that himself. Possession, shots, XG, none of it matters if you don't take your chances. And that's where Michael Owen absolutely nailed it. Owen said Liverpool aren't ruthless, and he's right. This team never looks safe, even when they're winning. They miss a penalty, score a brilliant goal, dominate the stats, and still drop points. That's not bad luck anymore. That's a pattern. Owen also highlighted something Slot didn't want to say directly. Anfield no longer scares teams. Burnley believed they could get something, and they did. Too many teams now think, even if we go behind, Liverpool will give us a chance. Slot talked about fine margins, bad luck, and forcing luck with attacking subs. But Owen cut through that. He said Liverpool need to start playing well and winning, not just one or the other. Right now, they're doing neither consistently. Bottom line, Slot sounds like a coach still searching for answers. Owen sounds like someone who's seen this movie before and knows it doesn't end well unless something changes fast.